Okay, let's get going. Power of voice. Now this is important. Your voice, you're talking to people all day long. You can't underestimate the power that that has, and you've got to be conscious of what you're doing when you talk. Tonality is a part of your voice. That's the tone. That's the pitch. Some people are unfortunately don't have the greatest tone. They have more of a nasal kind of, that's hard to listen to for some people. It's hard to keep them. I'm going to give you an exercise that you can kind of help change that for the day. Modulation is the peaks and valleys. It's the going the up and down, right? It's the making the interest. To keep people's attention, you need to create interest. So to have differences, to go up and down, as opposed to being like Ben Stein in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Remember that movie? Bueller, anyone? All the same, people just tune out, right? And intonation's important, especially with giveaways, and I'm going to show you in a second. Intonation, you can go up at the end of a sentence. What does up at the end of the sentence mean? Anyone? Question, right? Okay, that's a question. If you just go straight, no intonation, just flat, that's a statement. That's just statement. But if you go down at the end, if I go down at the end, that is a command, right? It's a command. And that can be very important for controlling people in the booth to get them to come in, okay? When I get people from the audience, when I'm doing after dinner entertainment or a show or something, and I say, what is your name? You know, oh yeah, what's your name? Julie. Julie? Join me on stage, won't you? And I turn around and that whole, it's kind of a command, won't you? It's not really a question because I'm using a down command, and there's more power to it. And when I show you the giveaway, the way we give away a giveaway, I'll show you how that works too. So how do you talk all day without losing your voice? Sometimes people day 2, day 3, they're like talking like this, and then they, you know, and it hurts to talk. I'm not going to make you do this, but I'm going to do it for you. This is what I do. Every time I perform, usually when I'm walking to the trade show or what I'm doing in the morning, I do a little humming exercise, okay? Now this is, I'm not a musical person, okay? I'm probably tone deaf, I don't know, but I'm gonna do this humming thing. But if you know that I can do it, you can do it in the privacy of your own hotel room at your show. But all you do is you wanna hook up the diaphragm by making a ah out loud, and then you hum. So it's, and you're gonna go down, up, and then back down. So it's just like this. You do that again and again. You can move up a little higher if you want. Up, you can play around with it. Do that for like 5 minutes. What you're going to discover is suddenly your voice is going to sound all buttery. And you're going to go, oh, I think I can sing Sinatra now, you know? And it starts to sound really good. And then there's another one. You can say ha, and you start high and you go low. So it's ha, ha, Does anyone think this is stupid? Raise your hand. You might be thinking it. You don't want to raise your hand, but you might be thinking it. Don't knock it until you've tried it. I've taught other staff members with one of my clients. They come back to me, Anders, that humming thing, that really works. Like they were very critical of it, cynical of it. They didn't think it would work, but when they come back to me and they tell me, so it does. And in fact, when I do that ha, that sound like ha, I can find once I warm up my voice, I can just increase that volume just by creating more air, and it doesn't kind of clamp down. It's just, you kind of gotta try it. You gotta try it, you'll find your voice sounds better, and you'll be able to talk all day long with no repercussions throat-wise, okay? So very important.